Okay, we got to climb up through the cobwebs just to get on top of the roof. Love this hose already.
Don't worry everyone, it's just laundry. It's just on the spin cycle. We're taking our kayak out into the salty seas on its first voyage in salt water. That was feces. Yep. That blue heron just caught a fish. Oh my god, that scared me so bad. I'm Tammy and this is my husband Scott. We are two artists who, when faced with mounting health challenges, decided, you know what, life's way too short. So we sold our home and most of our stuff to move into a home on wheels. Along with Gracie and Jasper, we've hit the road full time in search of new landscapes and experiences. We'd love to have you join us as we navigate our way through this RV lifestyle. And until further notice, our mission is explore, create, and inspire.
We've got, 5 weeks of debris on top of this thing, and we got to get it off. And if you're on the older side of life like I am, you would probably need a ladder to get onto your ladder, and that's okay. So if you want to come on up with me and take a look, it's not pretty. Okay, we got to climb up through the cobwebs just to get on top of the roof. Here we go. This Black & Decker 20 volt blower is essential. It's the best investment we've made as far as yard tools go. I'll bet you could blow the kayak up with this. And after you get done sweeping, you're always going to have some dried on sap. I like to have a wet paper towel and something to scrape the roof with to get it off. This RV life's not all fun and games. So today we're trying out this 50-foot collapsible hose called the Silver Bullet. And it seems like a gimmick to me. I don't know about you, but I'm going to give it a try. Love this hose already. They call it a pocket hose because once you're done using it, if you just spray out of it, it's going to shrivel up into nothing. Perfect for RV life, pocket size.
This is one of those moments when it's really hard not to make a naughty joke about the shriveled up hose, but we'll just leave it at that.
You gotta check this out.
It's really cool. I'm impressed.
You ever watch those Flex Seal commercials? This is a lot like that product. It just amazes you. We'll put a link down below how you can get one. It's a 50-foot hose. I just washed the entire RV with a 50-foot hose, and now I gotta put that hose back into this container. Is it gonna happen? Heck yes, it's gonna happen. Watch this.
I think they should hire Scott for an infomercial for this Silver Bullet hose. Is that what it's called?
Silver Bullet, the pocket hose.
The pocket hose.
Boom, pocket hose.
Does anyone else get embarrassed when it's laundry day in the RV and the whole thing starts to rock? And now the rockin' and rollin' starts in the RV. It's called the spin cycle. When the RV is a rockin', we're just doing laundry. Don't worry everyone, it's just laundry. It's just on the spin cycle. It's a little embarrassing when the campground's full. I mean, when people walk by and their heads turn and they're like looking at your rig because it's like rocking and rolling, it can get a little embarrassing. I even sometimes will make Scott go outside during the spin cycle so that they see that there's no funny business going on in here. Just part of the RV life. Maybe I should start doing laundry at night. Yesterday was cleaning up camp day. So that means today is go on an adventure day. And as you can tell from my super sexy, stylish hat, we're going kayaking. Would you mind talking in pirate voice to make the vlog more interesting?
No role playing today. Yeah, so today we're gonna have our first sea test of Hope Floats, which is what we named the inflatable kayak. and we're going to take it out into the Woodard Bay Conservation Area, where we're probably going to row a couple of miles through a narrow inlet and try and make it down to Henderson Bay. The trick is you got to be really careful to time it with the tides, and we've got like a 13-foot high tide coming 5-ish this evening. So we're going to get out there about 2:30, and we're going to just wait for the water to rise up to our level. We're going to jump in and we're going to go. And we figure, I don't know, maybe we got 2 or 3 hours to play around, see if we can see some eagles and some herons and some harbor seals, and should be good.
That would have sounded much cooler in pirate voice. So Scott got us a couple of dry bags so we can bring our camera gear, and hopefully he'll be able to get some good footage. Do you think this is big enough? It's like a body bag. Do we need this big of a dry bag? But I could practically fit in this.
I'm going to bring the 70 to 210 zoom f2.8 to get a good bird shot. Usually I've got to be shooting about a 4,000th of a second, which means I'm bumping my ISO to about 400, and I'm probably going to be down around f2.8.
We've got our handy dandy Discover Pass. There's not very many spots right at the kayak launch, but it's pretty empty, so perfect. And the water looks like it's at a good level, but there is a lot of current. So this will be quite the experiment. Are you feeling nervous?
Not as long as you read the tide chart right.
I did, I swear. Are you gonna already tip us over?
Huh?
Babe, Jiminy Christmas. Calm down back there. All right, Woodard Bay.
You got your...
Here we come.
We're on the...
Huge it down.
We're on salt water. This is neat. And it was cool because, yeah, there was a post coming up out of the launch site there. It was down about 6 inches when we started pumping this up, and now it's almost covered. So you can actually see how much the tide has come in. And the gentleman we just talked to said we don't have to be in any hurry. We can make it back by 8 o'clock, which would be sunset. And I can't imagine we're going to spend that long out there.
We're already hearing eagles crying and calling to each other. Maybe we'll see some seals. Feeling super reassured. That nice gentleman Ward told us not to worry, go have fun. But there are a lot of things in the water, so we're keeping our eye out. We'll get more confident.
Have heard from the sky all about it. Down the river, high tide flows around it.
So above us here, there's a whole line of like dead trees with nest after nest, and these big black, they look like a black water bird. I don't know what they are, but I'm gonna try to zoom in and show you. That's the sound of eagles invading the rookery. I've never seen anything like this. If you're in South Puget Sound, you gotta check out Woodard Bay.
25 nests in every tree, and when those eagles came swooping in, they just went nuts.
That was crazy. It was like we were in Jurassic Park. What are you doing back there, babe?
I'm trying to get positioned for more eagle action.
Okay.
When they return, I will be ready.
Photographer's got to do what a photographer's got to do.
Summer sky. Could it be the morning of the spring?
The only problem with our positioning right under all the nests, it's
tipping though.
stinks and we might get pooped on. But it's worth it for the experience. Oh, okay, I just got, it's not raining, so that was feces. Yep, that was bird pee right on my upper lip. Yum.
Have you heard from the sky all about
that blue heron just caught a fish. He stalked it like a cat and then he just got it. It's kind of weird knowing you're on salt water and like a seal could just pop up at any time and be like, hey, kayaker, let me tip you over. So we're at the mouth of, I don't know if it's called the mouth. I don't know my nautical terms, but of Woodard Bay, and now we're entering Anderson Inlet, and we're gonna round the bend into Chapman Bay. If I'm not saying these right, I will link below the right names down below, or I will type the right names down below. But anyway, we're kind of trying to stay close to the shore as we round the point, and maybe we'll see a seal. I just don't want one jumping into the kayak, tipping us over into the murky depths of the salt water.
Oh, there's about 100 seals dead ahead.
We're not allowed to get very close to them, but you're gonna hear them, and I'll show you them. But we don't want to get too close.
So anyway.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a colony, so they could have like sentry guard seals that come out and bump into kayakers when they get too close. So we got to be careful.
No. Oh God, there's one in the... Did you see him? Right when you said that, one popped up right next to the kayak and was staring at us.
Probably one of the sentries.
And then I scared it. I got scared and it went up. It like went. Why are you paddling so fast? He was looking at us. It was so cute, but it scared me. You're supposed to stay 300 feet or more away from them. And just so you know, that one seal approached us. We weren't anywhere near the breeding pup area. We were way off watching, and he popped out of the water. So we weren't breaking any rules, don't worry.
You've been down this
Right behind me, this is where the bats all have their nesting area, and you can hike to right behind us here.
And just after sunset, or before sunset, after sunset, they all fly out at the same time. It's supposed to be quite the spectacle.
Yeah, we're definitely coming back to watch the bats leave on a nice sunset. That'll be fun. Bats are cute. I like bats. Do you like bats? Comment below if you like bats.
See how high the tide gets, because the branches are dipping down into the water and they turn brown. So it looks like the highest tides are maybe another 18 inches, 2 feet.
Look at the bubbles coming up. What does that mean? They're like pterodactyls. Just relax, I'll paddle for a while.
It's nice having just Tammy paddle, but you can see by the surroundings that we're not going very straight.
So this was a score, this was a find, and I can see coming back again with a little more confidence on another nice day. Pretty successful voyage for our first Puget Sound kayak and our inflatable. Success?
I think I'm working against the wind and the tide, but that's okay. You can keep shooting, babe. You're fine. It's kind of like driving the rig. Pretty much all me.
Okay, I'll help.
can be. Well, open your eyes and see the way I see. 'Cause all that I want is for you to be happy with me.
But I don't think we should wait for the eagles to come back. You know why? Because they're all gonna fly right over our head and poop all over us.
I gotta get my water shoes on because, ow, asphalt's hot.
I feel accomplished and a little braver. Yes, I freaked out when the seal popped out of the water, but it was just unexpected, and Scott was just talking about zombie seals, so I was on edge.